Okay, hello everyone. So welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to talk about generative AI and prompt engineering. Generative AI, I think we all have experience on that because we have the platform genai.hkbu.edu.hk. Then that's generative AI platform. But what exactly generative AI is? Yeah, for sure. AI means artificial intelligence. And then for generative, it means we use the AI to generate some new contents. The contents can be image, a text, video, music, just like on our HKBU Gen AI platform, we have the chatbot, and also we have some tools that we can generate image. For text, it is the most common type. Last time we have already covered how we can generate text. So we use natural language processing, NLP. So first we have the prompt. Okay, we input the instructions, our requirement, and then we have the NLU, natural language understanding. The AI is going to understand what we want and what we are talking about. And so we go to the second stage, NLG, natural language generations, and it generates the text that we want as the response to us. So that's for generate text. Then how about the other media, like image, video, and music? Actually, that's quite similar because it all starts from the prompts, right? So they all need the NLU part. But then for the NLG, natural language generations, so this time we are not generate a text, but then we replace it with image generator, with music generator, or video generator. Then we can generate different kind of media. So let's take a look at image generation. But then we won't go there because it will take a lot of time to do it. Just touch on this topic. Then it's different models for image generations. I think some of them you do try it before, like DALL-E, okay, Midjourney, Stable Diffusions. Just feel free to go through this link. You can try it, or the one that we have on HKBU Gen AI platforms. We input the prompts, and then we will get the outputs. Well, how does it work? Basically, again, it is deep learning. Okay, so we have the deep learning models there. One common models for generating image is this, a diffusion model. The basic idea of this deep learning model is that we have a lot of image, just like here we have a lot of cat image. In the training part, the diffusion model will first encode the image. It means we keep adding noise to it. And eventually you will get the image that is just noise, a random noise. You cannot identify it. And then it will go through a decode process. It means we try to denoise, we try to remove the noise, and eventually we will get this, okay, the original image. Then you may find that throughout this training process, the deep learning model, the diffusion models, learn how to turn the noise to the image, to the cat's image, or to some other image. That's just image generations. So after this training process, we can use different noise, okay, just random noise, then you will be able to generate different cat image. So that's yeah, just some brief idea of this diffusion models. And so for this generative AI, then we add something more to it, is that we need the models to understand text. Okay. And so that's why here they will add something more. and they will also encode the text. They use the prompts to guide the whole generation process, so that we first understand the natural language, and then we use it to generate the image. So hopefully it gives you some sense of how this generative AI works. And then we go to the second part of this lecture is about prompt engineering. So far we know that we use prompts to ask the computer to generate something for us, to work for us, right? So it's very important for us to give a good prompt. And that's why we have prompt engineering. Prompt engineering means we try to optimize a prompt so that we can efficiently use a large language model for different kind of tasks. And the first thing we have to know is, well, what kind of task the chatbots can do for us, so that we can ask them to do something for us, right? There are three common types, common tasks. The first one is the task summarizations. So this one is like you give a very long paragraph, and then you can ask the chatbots to summarize it for you. You just say, okay, summarize the following paragraph. You give the paragraph, and let's say I want to summarize it into one sentence, and then you will say, summarize the following paragraph in one sentence, and so you will get the sentence that's summarizing the whole paragraph. So that's task summarization. We also have sentiment analysis. So sentiment analysis is the process of determine the emotional tone behind a series of words, behind a paragraph. We want to identify whether it is positive, whether it's neutral, or a negative. Usually we use it to understand the sentiment expressed in the test data. For example, we want to analyze the social media posts. We want to analyze the customer feedback. So the manager may have thousands of review comments about products from the customer. Then that's not possible for them to go through all the comments one by one. Then what they can do? So they can use the sentiment analysis. Just give all the review comments to the AI, and then the AI can tell them, okay, 90% of them is positive. Okay, that means the customer liked the products. On the other hand, if the majority give negative comments, that means they don't like it. So we can use the sentiment analysis in this way. We can also do role play. Here we have the RTF format framework, which is the role, and then task, and then format. You will use this prompt to analyze the role, and then given the task in certain format. For example, you can analyze the IT expert, and then ask the computer to give a pen on learning programming, and give the answer in table format. Then you will get this, a pen, as the idea from IT expert. But then, well, sometimes you may want to teach programming as a kindergarten teacher. Then what you will do, then you will use another role. Okay, this time the role is kindergarten teacher. Okay, the task and format same. Then you will get another output. This time you will see that the activity, the tools is some more funny. So that's a role playing. Okay, after we know the task, okay, some common tasks the chatbots can do. I want also to give you some tips for write prompt. For the 3C and 3C: concise, complete, and key. What do they mean? First, tips 1: be concise. Okay, concise means we try to use as few words as possible to specify what we want. We want to cut the wording. For example, this one is less effective prompt. The description of for this product should be fairly short, a few sentences only, and not too much. Well, a better way to do it is use 3 to 5 sentence paragraph to describe this product. So why it is better? Because the same requirements, and then you will see that we can use fewer words to describe it, right? Second example, it writes a poem about a cat, and then it should be kind of sad. Maybe the cat is lost and lonely, blah, 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 or pretty long, right? So the better way to do it is just write a multiple stanza with a main poem about a lost, lonely cat. So this time it is same constraint, but then we use a tighter phrasing. So most of the time, if you find that some of the words, if you cut it, it doesn't affect the meaning, that means you can cut it and use as few words as possible. Second tips, okay, be specific. What does it mean? It means we will set the requirement. For example, what are new renewable energy source? Well, then if you ask in this way, you do not know, okay, what the answer you will get from the AI. You have to be more specific. Identify 5 and then explain how it works. So you're not just asking for the name of the renewable energy sources, but then you wanted to further explain it. So now it is very clear, okay, the actions that you want the AI to perform and the criteria. In this way, you can reduce the ambiguity. Second example, okay, find some good restaurants in Hong Kong. Okay, so we say this one is not less effective because we want to be more, we don't have the concrete selection criteria. So we do want to have a better way to do it is, well, list 5 Michelin star restaurants in Hong Kong that serve vegetarian menu, including district and pies range. In this way, we have a very concrete selection criteria. Okay, we want only the Michelin stars. We want only the vegetarian restaurants because, well, you say good. We don't know. Okay, what does it mean by good? Okay, be specific. That's the meaning. And then the tip 3 is be complete. We would like to provide more detail. For example, okay, I want to keep fit, okay, build muscle. But then for different kind of people, the answer may not be the same. You have to tell the information of the self, provide the user profile, just like here. Okay, 35 years man, body fat, begin like this. Second example, I want to buy some fishing gear, but well, you have to tell more, like whether you're a beginner or not, your budget, right? So this is the necessary information for the AI to think about the answer. But yeah, and these are the 3 tips. So hopefully it is you can understand it. And then lastly, I want to cover 2 advanced prompt engineering techniques. First one, a few short prompting. If we say 0 short prompting, it means we only provide the instruction, like, okay, classify the following tests. Okay, that's the instruction. Then the AI, when they answer your questions, it will be based on their general knowledge, okay, the knowledge that they learn from the database. But some of the time, well, we have a very special requirements, very interesting structure, then you may want to use a few short prompting. It means that we are not only providing the instruction, but together with some example. For example, here, they classify the following tests, and you will give some example to the AI, okay? Because classifying the following tests, well, just like the previous, the one at the top, then it will tell you whether it is positive or negative, but that's not what you want. Actually, you want the label to be like awesome, okay, how this kind of very special label, okay, then you would like to give some uh, uh, example for them to learn how to give you the answer. So that's the meaning of few short prompting. Okay, lastly, this level prompts. Okay, level prompts is the way that we allow us to adjust the AI outputs in a more fine-tuned way. It means that sometimes we ask the AI to generate something for us, but then the outputs doesn't fully expect my expectation. I want to fine-tune it. Then we can use this technique. It works like this. So first you ask the AI to generate something, and then you ask the AI to rate it, okay, based on the scale 1 to 10. You also define the scale. What does it mean by 1? What does it mean by 10? And then you ask the AI to give you the answer, then it will give you a weight. And based on the weight, you will adjust it to a design number that meets your expectation. For example, now here, what's been a slogan to encourage my students to learn more about AI. And so the AI gives you the answer, and then you think that it is not that good. I want to tune it. And so we start to use this level prompt. First, we will ask the AI to evaluate its own output, like here. Okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 means very casual, 10 means very formal. Let's rate it. And so the AI will weight that slogan, okay, tell you that for that slogan, I weighted at 6, okay, out of 10. Then in case, okay, now the score is 6. If you want it to be a more formal, then you will give a number that larger than 6, right? If you want it to be more casual, then you will give a number that's smaller than 6. And so if you say adjust it to 3, then you will get an answer that is a slogan that is more casual. If 1, that is even more casual. If it is 10, then it will be very formal. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, so let's summarize what we learned today. We learned prompts, engineering. We also learned some common tasks. We also learned generative AI. So hopefully it makes sense to you. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.